It is a miracle that it was spring break and there was no kids in schools, because this could have easily turned into a deadly police chase, and everyone involved. It's a miracle that there was no serious injuries, that this behavior in the middle of our city, complete reckless disregard for everybody's life and safety, it really, I've been a cop for 25 years, I've never seen anything quite like this.
On the morning of April 5th, the SHPD held a press conference to update the public about incidents that took place on Tuesday, April 2nd, involving shots fired, a police pursuit, and a stolen police cruiser.
At approximately 7:15 a.m., the Sterling Heights Police Department received a report of shots fired between a Dodge Durango, a black Dodge Durango, and a black Ford Fusion in the area of Hall Road and M59.
Once police were on scene, a pursuit began. The passenger from the Ford Fusion left the vehicle on foot.
At that time, the suspect who fled the Ford Fusion was able to double back around as the officers were giving full chase, and the suspect was able to get into a running Sterling Heights police car. So our officer's first priority was to make sure we get this guy into custody. Unfortunately, he was able to run around a house, get into our car, which was running. As the car attempted to leave, our officer knew that there was going to be another chase if the vehicle left that scene. The officer discharged one round into the rear tire of our police car, trying to disable that car from leaving the scene. The officer knew if that car left that scene, a police car, there was going to be another high-speed chase. And the officer did everything in their power, which at that point was trying to disable that tire. One round was fired into a rear tire, and then the police car took off from the area of 16 and Shaner on another high-speed police chase.
Warren PD picked up the pursuit of the Ford Fusion, ending in the capture of one of the suspects in the city of Detroit after a brief foot chase.
After the suspect had ran probably about a quarter mile through backyards and jumping fences, he ran out in the street and was welcomed by 4 or 5 warrant officers who were waiting for him. And he was taken into custody without incident and turned over to Sterling Heights at that time.
At the same time, the stolen police cruiser chase entered Clinton Township, where the Macomb County Sheriff's Department picked up the pursuit.
Our deputies made the decision at westbound I-94, just north of 12 Mile, to take the vehicle out with what's known as a pit maneuver, a pursuit intervention technique. That vehicle was Sterling vehicle was spun around. My deputy that did the pit maneuver ended up going up the embankment through some trees and ended up in the backyard, which I think you've seen pictures of that. And a second deputy that was in the pursuit was coming at a high rate of speed. Once the dust settled, he put the brakes on and was not able to stop in time and actually crashed into the stopped cruiser.
The officer got out, took control of the situation, and apprehended the driver of the stolen police cruiser at that time. The driver of the black Durango was picked up in Detroit on the afternoon of April 4th. Thanks to the efforts of multiple law enforcement agencies, 3 suspects involved in the incident are now in custody.
Eric Smith in our office authorized the most serious and maximum charges possible on each one of these defendants. Starting with Anthony Brown, the driver of the Black Fusion. He's being charged with fleeing and eluding in the 3rd degree, a 5-year felony, along with driving while license suspended, second offense, which is a misdemeanor. His passenger, Marcino Latner, who got out during the pursuit, stole a police vehicle, and then entered his own fleeing and eluding. That individual is being charged with fleeing, eluding, 3rd degree as well. Unlawful driving away of a motor vehicle, malicious destruction of property of a police vehicle, which is a 4-year felony. The fleeing and eluding police is a 5-year felony. The unlawful driving away of a vehicle is a 5-year felony. And resisting and obstructing police, which is a 2-year felony. Mr. Hubert, Brandon Hubert, the driver of the Black Durango, who fired a weapon from his vehicle on M59, putting lives at risk, is being charged with fleeing, eluding, 3rd degree, 5-year felony. He's being charged with discharging a firearm from a motor vehicle, a 10-year felony. He's being charged with assault with a dangerous weapon, a 4-year felony, and felony firearm, which is a mandatory 2-year consecutive felony.